All right, guys, before we get into this podcast, go to the App Store right now. Download the Prize Picks app. Hands down, best sports pick app in the game, in the world, period. Go right now. On your first $5 lineup, they're going to give you $50 for free with code Bradley right now when you download the app. Football is in full swing this coming week. So if you guys want to get it popping like I do, you want to have sweat in the game, go there right now, download the app, put in code Bradley, sign up, and your first $5 lineup this coming Sunday, $5, they'll give you $50 for free. It's a win-win. You don't lose. There's no losing there, obviously, because you still get the 50 for free, or rather the 45 after if you lost the 5. But give it a shot. Go to the Prize Picks app in the App Store, download it, code Bradley. Let's get into this podcast. Yeah. Have you ever tried one of these?
No, I never heard of it.
Yeah, try it. Go for it. It's good. It's like nootropic. There's a little caffeine in yours.
There's a little caffeine.
Yeah, mine doesn't have caffeine because I already had 3 of those with caffeine in it.
Is it going to help me with my CTE?
I don't know if it can diagnose or help that. You having a problem reading that? You want me to tell you what's in it? Some nitrosamines, man.
Okay.
Some mushrooms.
It got mushrooms in here?
Yeah, not like mushrooms like that.
Okay, you know I never done mushrooms.
No, not mushrooms like that. Just good, the good kind for your brain.
I heard nootropics is good though.
Yeah, really good, solid. They have like when I first started taking them, they just had that one, and now they have like a caffeine one with like I think it's like 150 milligrams of caffeine. I'll crack like 2 of those, and they have sleep ones as well. They got a ton of cool stuff.
It smells good. I smell ginger. I think.
Ashwagandha, cordyceps, theanine. This one has no caffeine.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, you don't ever try stuff like this?
No, I just it's not on my radar. I just never heard of it.
All right, so if you guys want to check out Magic Mind, click the link below. It's 60% off right now from the link below. They have 3 different types that I love. The regular type is the one that I gave Rampage today. The caffeine free, because I already had 2 of these earlier this morning, is the one that I drank. And then there's a max one that is like 150 milligrams of caffeine that I'll drink like 2 of before I go to the gym. Honestly, probably one of my favorite products. Super fucking clean. I don't get jitters. I don't have like that letdown after the caffeine drops. But go check it out right now. Click the link below. It's 60% off in the link. Also, it's 100% money back guarantee. So if you're like, you don't like the products after you've received it and after you've tried it, then they'll just basically give your money back. Like it's a win-win. You can't lose. Clean energy, clean caffeine. These are the type of products that I prefer over, the sort of traditional, really high stimulant sort of products that are normally on the market. So if you guys want to give it a shot, 60% off, link below, 100% money back guaranteed. Let's get into the rest of this podcast. You never oh man, it's so funny. We had a conversation about supplements with you before. You never were strict on supplement routine?
No, not when I was fighting.
Just showing up beating people.
Yeah. My problem is that I started taking supplements for a couple of days and then somehow just get out of the routine. So what I had to do is when I want to get serious about it, I had to hire somebody in my training camp to give me my supplements every day and make me take it. I just have no discipline when it comes to stuff like that.
But other stuff you had the discipline for?
Yeah, just training, but I'm not self-disciplined. I've always had a coach, come stay at my house, or we go to training camp and be like, all right, we gotta run in the morning, we gotta do this, gotta do that. I've never been an athlete to just get up and I gotta do this. It's
funny because to get to the level that you got to, it seems like perception from the outside in that you'd have to be that kind of person. Because most of the greatest athletes are always disciplined, and they preach it, they speak about it.
Bro, I always get jealous of the fighters when I see them. They in the gym, they're training by themselves. Bro, I never really went to a weight gym by myself and just worked out by myself. If I go to a weight gym without my coach, I'm just looking around. I'm lost. I don't know what to do. I'm like, what do I do?
But in an MMA setting, you knew what to do.
Yeah, if I'm there by myself, I just punch and kick the bag for a couple rounds, and I get bored, and I just sit down and I go home.
Bro, why are you such a character to me? I said this before we got on the pod, but you're easily my favorite fighter turned influencer.
I appreciate that, man. I like to have fun. I'm a big kid. I don't have an ego, so I can make jokes about myself. And sometimes it comes and bite me in the ass. I get a little embarrassed if I see the clips, because people think it's serious. I'm really saying I got a little dick. I'm something about myself. I say stuff because, just make fun of myself, and some people really think it's serious. I just like making people laugh because it makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you always been that way?
Always.
Even throughout your whole fight career?
Oh, my whole life.
It's just funny because to see you on that stage, on the level of in the fights that you've been in, it's like you would not expect that guy to be this guy.
Oh yeah, I know. It's weird. It's because I'm two people. I've been saying this a long time ago, but when I fight, if they ever had cameras and stuff in the back room, I'm joking around and stuff right before my fight. Then 5 minutes before, like, oh, you up? I'm like, oh, okay. And then now I'm up. Now I'm focused. I'm serious about my fight. But before then, me and my teammates, we joking, we making fun of each other, cracking jokes.
Yeah. You just seem like a chill guy.
Yeah, I just like to have fun, man.
And so you started to stream. It's starting to really take off for you, huh?
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. It wasn't on my radar. I used to stream a long time ago, and I was on Twitch gaming, and then I did a few IRL streams. And then one day I was in the gym down at Jackson, and this boxer came in, Dean the Great, a little bitty guy, and he was doing live stream. I was like, God damn, man, what you doing here with the camera? He didn't ask nobody, just in there, and we all messing around and stuff. And then his chat started roasting me, and it was funny though. But they was coming up with some good ones. So I got mad, and I had a Jackson shirt at home with a pocket, and I ripped it, and my nipple was hanging out, and everybody fell out laughing. And I knew his agent, his manager, and he called me and said, "Bro, you got to start streaming, bro. I'm like, nah, man, I'm not into that, man. I used to stream a long time ago." He's like, "No, man, I can get you paid from Kick." I'm like, "Oh, what? Kick pay?" He's like, "Yeah, bro, you can make X and X amount of dollars." I was like, "Damn, I do got 2 kids in college right now."
Yeah. They do pay. They pay the per hour more than based on how many people are viewing you, right?
Yeah. Because when I was on Twitch, it was like, I'm bad with time. Like 8 years ago, I remember I was only making like $1,500 a month. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't have that many subs, and I don't sub farm or anything like that. So I was just playing. It was mainly so I can have people to game with.
Yeah.
But $1,500, $1,500 to get paid to play video games, I was happy with that. And then he told me what people was making on Kick. I was like, oh, okay, let me try this shit out. Let me have fun. So I treat it like a live reality show mostly.
Yeah. And so what's the most you've made on Kick so far in a month?
Oh man, I'm new. I don't know. I haven't crushed it, man. Fuck 30, 40K. I haven't crushed it.
That's a lot though.
Yeah, is it?
That's good.
Yeah,
I mean, for most people trying to stream, that's their goal.
Yeah. But I got a big overhead. I like to take care of my cameraman and my agent. My cameraman, he left his town and moved out to California, and he's from the South over there, and cost of living in California way more expensive. So
yeah,
he's really good. He's good at like not leaking my and everything, stuff I don't think about, and I want to make sure he was taken care of. So for me, it's all about, I know one day I'm gonna grow, and whenever I focus on something, I'm just gonna focus on it. So right now, money is always important, but it's secondary.
Yeah. Has it hasn't always been that way in your life, though?
No, hell no. Yeah. I grew up broke as. What are you talking about? I grew up broke as.
At what point did it really change for you? I feel like it goes in waves, though, too.
I'm gonna tell you when I first started making money after the Chuck Liddell fight. That's when I started making good money, because I was fighting in Japan. I worked my way up from $10,000. We was getting paid cash, and they were screwing me over big time. The other fighters that I was just as popular or more popular than them, they had been there for a while, and they had different managers. They was making like 200, 250K a fight cash. I was only making 30K.
Was that just because your management?
It's because my management and I had like a young man, and they didn't know. We didn't know, and they made it in the contracts where we couldn't talk about how much money we made.
So with other fighters?
Yeah, fighters, you couldn't discuss that. And those fighters, they didn't break that in the contract. They wouldn't talk about how much they made.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
then how did you find out?
One day, I was hanging out with another fighter, Heath Herring, and it was just like me. He was just kicking it. We just hanging out, and he was like, "Man, how much money you making?" I said, "Man, I can't tell you that." He said, "Come on, man, I ain't gonna say nothing." I was like, "All right, I make 30K a fight." He said, "Oh, you getting?" I'm like, "What?" He said, "Man, you popular over there in Japan. You getting?" I was like, "Oh, how much you making?" He said, I can't tell you that." Mother never told me how much he made.
Probably like triple that, huh?
Yeah, I found out they was making like 200K. Some of them, it depends, 300K.
This was Pride days.
Pride days, but this is back in the 2000s, like this is like 2003, 4, 6.
Yeah. Okay.
3, 4, 5. Yeah.
And when you got to the UFC, you knew to ask for more money quickly.
Oh yeah,
right?
I had different. I fired that manager right after that, and then I went. A Pride wanted me to fight K1. Then they paid me $100K cash to fight K1. Then I did another one back to back. So I made. Then I went to. Then I left Pride, and I went to this other organization. I forgot the name of that shit. And the Dana White bought that organization to get my contract. That's when I went
to get your contract or a bunch of people.
Yeah, he brought that organization, scrapped the organization, and just took my contract.
Gee.
Yeah, and in that contract, that organization, my manager became like the president. So he knew. Remember I told you I fired my manager?
Yeah.
I hired this new manager, and he was giving me more money. He the one who got me the $100K stuff over there. Jeremy Lappin, one of the best managers I ever had. Before now that I got Tiki, my manager now.
Yeah.
And he knew exactly how much money I've been making. He saw the contract. So he paid me the most money I ever made. So when I went to WFA, he that's the name of WFA. He doubled it. And then he gave me this sick pay-per-view deal. Nobody ever had that pay-per-view deal. So when UFC bought my contract and when I fought Chuck Liddell, I guess they didn't pay attention to my pay-per-view numbers. And then when I fought Chuck Liddell, like fuck, smashed it like $7 million.
You got $7 million for that?
Yeah.
Holy.
Because of my pay-per-view.
So you were really that popular.
Yeah. It was the pay-per-view.
But also Chuck Liddell was very popular at that time.
Yeah. I wasn't popular in the UFC at that time. No, that was my second fight. Nobody, the new fans didn't know who I was.
Did anyone ever come back and be like, yo, you kind of got lucky on that? We didn't read that?
Yeah. A lot of people lost a lot of money. They were saying a lot of people was mad at me. They egged my house.
Who egged your house? The UFC?
No, some fan. And years go by, years later, 10, 15 years later go by, I'm in this lounge. I was there the other night. I was in this lounge. And I don't know how truthful it is, but I've done this interview before, and this guy was like, yeah, man, I didn't like you when you came to the UFC when you beat Chuck. I even egged your house. some Indian looking dude. Looked like Neon's cousin.
Yo, what?
And I was like, what the f-? And my friend was there. He heard him say it, and my friend did a spinning back kick and kicked the guy. I was like, oh, whoa. Then we left. Dude egged my house. I was wondering who egged my house. I had been living in the house for a few years by this time, and then no one knew who I was until I fought Chuck. Dude egged my house. When I got back from Vegas, he must have egged it like that Sunday. When I got back from Vegas.
But what was he mad about?
Because I knocked out Chuck.
That you won. He probably had a big bet. He had to have a bet.
Yeah. A lot of people lost money, but a lot of my close friends that knew I beat Chuck in Pride, bro, they all clean house. My manager now, he was my friend back then. Back then, Tiki, he was a fighter. He came to Big Bear and watched me train. It was my first time training with Czech Congo. Do you know who Czech Congo is?
Yeah.
And he said like, man, I walked into the gym and you was sparring Czech Congo and you was ripping him off the cage because I was taking him down. He was holding on to the cage. And Congo's way bigger than me.
Huge, yeah.
And I was ripping him off the cage and picked him up and slammed him. He said, I went and made a bet that day.
Yo.
He said, yeah, he said he cleaned house.
I wonder how much money has been made off you on sport. You ever curious about that?
No.
Sports betting?
No, I don't care what people make off me. I always tell my friends and family, don't tell me if you betting on me. And I don't want that pressure.
That pressure, yeah.
No, I don't want that.
What do you think do you know this figure, the amount of money you've made fighting overall?
No, Dana White said something recently, probably like 15 million. He said some reason I've made 15 million in it.
Including that 7 million first fight?
That's what he said, but I don't know. I don't know what I don't know.
Were you responsible with your money?
Yeah, I was responsible with it, but if I'm gonna be honest, I've had two managers that ripped me off. Not a lot of money.
They just took money from your deals?
Yeah, they stole money. My one manager, I can't really say his name, not like that, because lawsuits and stuff. But he introduced me to some financial advisors for the first time and stuff like that. And they had this they made an account that I didn't know about and gave him like a checkbook and a card to it and stuff. And
what the
other ways. And other managers helped me protect my money and stuff like that. But they did some shady shit. Motherfuckers stole one of my houses and everything.
What the?
Yeah, bro. It happens to professional athletes, like especially when you grow up like I did and you don't know a whole lot about money. I like to focus on my fight. I don't want to be focusing on all this. But now I got really good financial advisors and my manager. He's been my friend for over 20 years. And
yeah.
So now I'm not worried. But And luckily, you know, I've had like a long career after they fucked me because I've been hanging out with Riddick Bowe. And we actually like did a reality show for him, and we trying to sell it right now.
Wait, with who?
Riddick Bowe, you know that
Yeah,
boss?
yeah.
Man, bro, when I see his situation, when I found out about his situation, bro, it broke my heart because I went through it. But it happened to him at his end of his career, so he couldn't make the money back. They stole like his man stole like 30 million.
Holy. How do you just get away with that? Just details and contracts you're not aware of?
Man,
Or is it just actual fraud?
it's actual fraud, but it's easy to prove. I would assume, but when I look at Riddick Bowe, he's just defeated. He was like, no man, I was just stupid. I didn't pay attention, and you feel ashamed. I felt ashamed because people think you're stupid, but it wasn't that I was stupid. It's just like you just trustworthy. You just trust the wrong person.
Well, and also what you said, you being a fighter, like fighting at like the pinnacle and kind of any point in your career, you have to focus on the actual craft
Yeah.
to be great at it and not all the business stuff. And then you have all these business people who are behind the doors being like, what can I get from this mother?
Right. That's bro. It's a cutthroat. You hear about football players, a lot of athletes. You know, so I would tell athletes, man, go get your own financial advisors. But what I did was, my financial advisors, they're connected to a bank. You know what I'm saying? So they like even when I wire money, I gotta sign stuff and everything. The first financial advisor, they wasn't. It was just a firm, and those are the ones that probably can rip people off easy.
I see. Yeah. Yeah. So the ones, yeah, excuse me, I have a financial advisor that is also connected to a bank.
Yeah.
So then you have to like, okay, everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of protocols, and they can't even text you your own account numbers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's all these protocols, and I like it that way.
So it's talking about fighting and just the fight game. You saw recently that the UFC was sold for $7.7 billion to Paramount.
That's crazy.
Yeah. How do you think that is a good thing for fighters or not?
I'm gonna tell you this: it would be good for fighters if they could have their own endorsements. It would be better for them, and if the UFC compensate them because of the pay-per-view buys, right?
But that shit's gone now.
It's gone. So if the UFC tell them like, all right, look, there's no to their stars, the ones who would get the pay-per-view draws anyway. Like now, since there's no pay-per-view, now we're just going to up your purse and up your bonuses and stuff like that. Then I think it would be good for the fighters.
Do you think that's going to happen though?
I don't know. I don't see why Dana wouldn't do that. You know, Dana is a smart businessman, and I have to give him his flowers. He's the best thing that ever happened to MMA.
That's a fact.
You know, so
Yeah.
you got to keep it 100 right there. But I don't know. Like, do we have to give that to the fighters by law, by contract? You know, they already had like an antitrust lawsuit. So I don't know if that would change. I don't know if that would change anything moving forward.
Yeah.
You know about that lawsuit?
The one that you were involved in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of fighters involved in it.
That was the paying for the image in the video game.
No,
right?
no. This is antitrust. You know, based off of my understanding, it was like.
So I'm talking about a separate lawsuit then.
Yeah, I'm not suing them for nothing else.
So wait, what lawsuit are you speaking to?
The antitrust, where it's like it's a bunch of fighters that's getting a settlement. It should be coming here in.
I thought that was for the video game thing.
No, it should be. It's for fighters like lost wages. Like basically what I was told by the attorneys, they like hurt the economy around the fighters because the fighters got so underpaid that they couldn't really buy houses or go on vacations or do whatever. So this big company did an antitrust lawsuit and sued them. I was told that I was going to get $60 million when I first heard, and then now it's like antitrust, so many people get in there, like I'm not getting $60 million no more.
But I thought last time we spoke, this was about the image rights.
Yeah. My manager told me not to. I remember my manager told me don't worry about that because he's close friend with Dana.
Don't worry about the image thing.
And the video game. He told me don't worry about that. They was gonna do something with me, I guess, and then I guess I went on the podcast. I just keep it real, and something was said, and I just kept it real. And my manager's like, "Look, next time I try to get you like some money from the video game and stuff like that, don't go bad mouthing the UFC and blah 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 blah." I'm like, I didn't bad mouth. I just kept it 100.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not at all trying to because that's the thing with the UFC is people always argue about more fighter pay and this sort of conversation around it. But at the same time, like the UFC wouldn't be the gigantic platform if these people didn't make moves to make it that way.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
and now it's like, okay, now it's on Paramount Plus, and I think what the upside for the fighters is that more people are going to see it, but I could see why it's like maybe feels a little more lackluster for the fighters that are going to be like the top guys who would have sold pay-per-views. Maybe they're just a little bit like, I don't want to say demoralized, but they now don't have that ability to earn extra, you know?
Yeah, but if you really think about it, the pay-per-view model is dying anyway because a lot of people ripping it off, right?
Yeah,
you
all
can't,
the streams.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't rip off a live stream like that, can you? You can't like you can't pirate that, right?
No. I guess those live streaming services like Netflix, Paramount, Disney, whatever, they have a really crazy control on how people can view the streams or not.
Right. So the fighters, they wasn't making that much money on pay-per-views buys anyway because so many people stealing it because pay-per-view numbers went up. And I think Conor McGregor and Ronda Rousey was the only ones.
That was like the last of it, it seemed like.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, like those are the cards that you want to get on. You won't be main event, but if you like co-main stuff like that, you still get pay-per-view dollars, right?
Yeah,
yeah. So it might work out better for the fighters if they compensate them for that.
Yeah, or you said earlier if they can like still work on their own deals.
Yeah, if they could,
wear like whatever.
Yeah, I hated that they had like their own sponsors and they got to wear like a uniform. I disagree with that. I like for everybody to have their own look, their own, to be individual in there.
Yeah, I guess they kind of wanted some uniformity. You know,
why you need that? Boxing don't have that. Like why you need that?
You mean like because they wear the shorts and they wear whatever they want on it?
Yeah, everybody got the same sponsor. Everybody looks the same. Why you need that? I would say like just like it's some fighters. You got some lower level fighters coming in. Their shorts look like crap, and they got like bullshit sponsors like Condom Depot or something like that. Just be like, all right, these are the sponsors that you can't work with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the UFC, they have the means. They could be like, all right, if you guys need some sponsors, we can give you some. We can give you some of our sponsors, and we just take a percentage. I don't know how that works.
Like a management thing.
Yeah, they can do that.
Yeah,
that
makes sense.
They could make them so everybody can have their own thing. They could have done that instead of making everybody just look the same.
That seems like the best option, like for this case moving forward, is like almost act as sort of management where you can allow fighters certain things, certain sponsors, and then let them sort of pick which ones they want. And if they were helping, facilitate those deals, to just keep a percent of that.
Yeah, and then that way you get a lot more revenue. You get a lot more companies come in there because now these fighters, they're getting so famous. You see them doing commercials and stuff now.
Yeah.
So those sponsors that they line with, they like that persona and stuff like that. They can be on their shorts and they can do promos and who knows, do commercials. But now, UFC fighters, they can do whatever, but it just can't be inside the cage. So they can go and get other deals, but then you can't represent them while you're fighting. And some athletes, they make more money off endorsements than they do their paychecks a lot of times.
Yeah. I mean, especially with this whole social media now. All right, guys, quick interruption for the podcast. Factor Meals is doing a huge discount right now. Go to factormeals.com/RAWTALK50 off and put in code RAWTALK50 off to get 50% off on all of their products, all of their meal plans. Factor Meals is one of the easiest ways for you guys to hit your macros, whatever your goals are right now, whether you're trying to gain muscle or you're trying to lose weight. It makes it really simple, clean ingredients, super easy to heat up, super easy to get done. I like to take it out and I like to heat it up in a pan, but a lot of people, you could also use a microwave if you want. But again, guys, if you are guessing what you should be eating, or you're spending a bunch of money on random things, you're ordering food, you're wasting time, you can have it all delivered right to your door through Factor Meals. Again, it's factormeals.com/RAWTALK50 off and use code RAWTALK50 off to get 50% off plus free breakfast for a year. Everybody loves breakfast. Go do it right now or stay fat and stay not jacked forever. I mean, I don't know. You're just going to be running in circles like most people do if they're not having their diet correct. Because you can do everything in the gym right. If your diet's not on point, nothing else matters. So go to factormeals.com/RAWTALK50 off to get 50% off plus free breakfast right now. Link is also in the description. Let's get into this podcast. What do you think? Who's got a fight coming up? It's with Canelo and Crawford.
Oh yeah,
This is boxing, obviously, a little different.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Who's going to win it?
Wait, I'll be honest. I don't know much about Crawford. I haven't really seen him fight that much, but I've seen Canelo fight a few times, so I have to go with Canelo on that one.
Yeah, I'm going with Canelo too.
But a lot of people said Crawford gonna eat him up, but you know, what I'm saying I just haven't seen him fight a lot.
What about you? You were supposed to do some boxing. It fell out.
Yeah, 2 times now.
Yeah, what the?
The first time I was supposed to fight Shannon Briggs in Qatar, and the whole time it was a scam. It was a scam from the word go. And the craziest thing is Shannon Briggs FaceTimed me, and he had these guys on there. They said they was from Qatar, but they look like Indian, right? I never been to Qatar, and he was like, yeah, I got these guys. They excited on putting on our fight and stuff like that. And I'm looking at them, and I said, all right, how much they talking about paying? He was like, 500,000. I said, all right, I'll talk to you later. Hung up the phone, and then Shannon Briggs called me back like 5 minutes. No, man, listen, the purse is going to be low because this is the first time they doing it here, blah blah blah. But we're going to generate a lot more money once you get out there in Qatar and you do all this stuff like that. And then we have like a relationship when we go and put on a good show. Now they're going to see what we're working with. This is going to be huge for us. Like, just don't just look at the small purse. But that was my first thought to just like, nah, and keep going.
Yeah.
But then he talked me into it, right? So like months go by, and I'm talking. I don't see the guys play. He wasted so much time like doing everything. He let me put the card together, get my guys and everything. Because Shannon Briggs, we were both supposed to choose our friends, then fight each other, MMA versus boxing.
Yeah.
But he had like a death in his family, something like that. So I put the card together. I got a lot of people, and I had a lot of stuff lined up. And then the guy was talking about me being the president of my own MMA league out there in Qatar. He wasted so much of my time, bro. And then the whole thing was a scam, and we couldn't figure out how he was going to make his money, wasting his time. So we figured that he was scamming people over there, getting sponsored money to put on an event, and then never had it. Then with Rashad, the people he had, they was really planning on putting on a fight, but at the end, I don't think we was going to get paid. I think that they probably had some funding fall through or something.
Yeah.
Or they was embezzled. How was the word?
Embezzlement.
Embezzles.
You're
Embezzles money.
embezzlement.
And then embezzlement money. And then and then we figured out because they supposed to give you a deposit in boxing, not like MMA. And the only reason we found out they were supposed to give us 10% in the purse, but they only gave us 5%, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna give you the other 5% in like a couple of months," and the other 5% never came. So I got paid. I got paid pretty good money just to promote the shit, but still, I wanted to fight.
Yeah. Do you plan to do any actual boxing?
I want to. Rashad said he's still working on it, but I kind of wanted to get at least one boxing match before I got too old, so I can say I competed in all the martial arts that I know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Even if I'm 50, I guess. But I'm gonna. At the end of the day, the older I get, I'm going to embarrass myself out there older trying to box just because it's something that I said I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Because the younger you are, you can do, but the older you just going to look. You know how older people look when we fight.
Of course.
Like, but I still love it. I still love the competition. So like
you think you're at that point where you're just older and you look slower?
Yeah, 47. I feel it. You know, when I was training for this fight, I brought my coach to the side and asked him straight up. I said, "Look, be honest. Tell me how I'm looking." He said, "No, man, you're faster than that." Because I'm not a speed. I'm not known for speed.
You never have been.
No, I never been known for speed, but I'm not super slow. But it's just my time. He said, "No, you've been," because I was conscious of it because I felt like your speed is the first thing to go. You don't lose your power that fast. So he was like, "No, you're moving faster. You're moving around and you're learning." Because boxing, when you train 100% box, is different from MMA boxing. He said, and my coach don't sugarcoat. He's like, "No, you look better," because he was in the UK and I was training with this boxing coach I heard named Yogi, and he's down with Jackson. So I was training with a different coach. So I know he's keeping it 100 with me because he had went to Saudi Arabia and he was training at Mike Tyson's gym out there in Saudi Arabia. So he couldn't come and be here and train with me. You know, my coach Bobby Rimmer, he just couldn't. And so I pulled him to the side and I asked him because I hadn't trained with him in a couple of months. I've been training with Yogi. He said, "No, man, you looking good, even at 47." And he said, "Your power is there, and you moving fast and stuff like that." So I felt good, and I just want to get a fight, hopefully before it's too late, and then I'd be moving all slow and looking crazy and shit out there. But even then, I'm still going to do it.
Yeah, you
I just probably keep my shirt on.
Keep my shirt. You gonna fight in there with a shirt?
Yeah, I fight with a tank top on if I'm like fat, out of shape. You know how it is when you get older.
I get it.
How old are you?
I'm 36.
Oh, God damn.
Yeah, I get it. I get
God
it.
damn,
Yeah, I know, but I get it though. The shirt on's hilarious.
Yeah. I just fight with a wife beater on or something. You know, like, I put a sponsor on there and just say, no, I'm not fat. I'm just making money.
Would you ever do the bare knuckle thing, or is that too much?
I wouldn't like to do bare knuckle because that shit scars you. Those scars, they're gonna last for the rest of my life now.
Yeah.
And then I'm always worried about breaking my fist. One time I fought Dan Henderson, and he kept ducking his head every time I punched him, and I put some ligaments on my knuckle. And ever since then, I was always like worried about that.
Is it still up?
No, it's good now. But it was up for a couple of fights after that.
Well, because he was dipping, you were hitting the top of his
hitting
head.
the top of his head. That's the worst place to hit. That's the worst place to hit somebody on the top of their head.
Yeah, it's like the crown. It's the hardest part.
He was smart doing that. So I can't even be mad at him.
Yeah, well, he needed to probably.
Yeah.
Did you see the Jake Paul came out? Was like, I'm going to sue everyone who says my fights are rigged, and he pressed Piers Morgan. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, I saw a little bit of that. Yeah.
So funny. Because all I saw was I was on Twitter one day and I saw Jake say he was going to hire these lawyers to sue anyone who said his fights are rigged, and then I guess Piers had got done saying that, and then he made a post being like, I wasn't saying the fights were rigged. I was just saying they were imbalanced, and then he basically was like an apology. You can tell it was an apology.
Yeah, because you can sue somebody for that, right?
I'm assuming so. Yeah, I mean it'd be different if I said like, yo, I think the fights are bullshit in the sense of like he's fighting someone older. Like you could say that. Yeah. But if you just straight up said his fights were rigged, that's a little bit of a it's a defamation kind of thing.
Yeah, he came on the Jackson podcast, and I kind of brought it up, and he was like, he kind of made sense. Jake Paul said, "Look, bro, that's illegal because people be betting on it." I'm like, "Oh, okay, you got a good point."
Yeah.
Yeah, so
and then also it affects the way, the public perception where they're like, I'm not going to even watch this fight or bet on this fight because I think it's fake anyways.
Yeah.
So I see where he's coming from for sure.
Yeah.
You could say you don't like the fights, or you don't enjoy them because you think he should fight someone younger. But
the only thing I said is that really I kind of wanted the fight to be rigged when he beat some of my friends. But
way cool, like
because you got to hear me out on that, because I don't want to believe that he could really beat my friends. See, I would never throw a fight. I would never throw a fight. But I don't judge. I'm not going to lose respect for my friends if they throw fights, because it's called a work. Like at the end of the day, those fights, some people look at it like entertainment, right? Yeah. So in Pride, I can say this now because Pride, they like they said they treat me like some of those fights was fake. Straight up. Some of those fights were fake. I've never done one. I've never done a fake fight. I've been 100% honest about it. Yeah. But my first fight in Pride, I didn't catch on to it because I was really green. I was like 21, 22 years old when I was over there. And my first fight, I was green when I fought Sakuraba. I don't know if you know who he is. Yeah. I don't know how much MMA you know, but he was a beast back then. He was submitting the Gracies and shit. And then they brought me over because he had just got knocked out by Vanderlei. Yeah. And so they needed a big, tough guy to go out there and fight him, but lose. And so they called me last minute, 2 weeks notice. And when it come to pay, they paid me $10,000 like my first fight when everybody was over there making bank, right? And they was telling me about the pay. They was like, all right, you get paid $10,000 for this fight. And I was like, oh, that's a show and to win. I said, what if I knock him out? They was like $10,000. And then they said, but if he knocks you out, $12,000. I'm like, only $2,000? Like, what the? I said, what? I said, how much if I win? $10,000. And they was like, how much if he knocks you, but if he knocks me out, they said $12,000. Like, what the? That don't make sense. Then they said, but if he submits you and you don't tap out, you go to sleep, $12,000.
Yes, they're gonna pay you more to lose.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. But this is the thing, I don't know if they told Sakuraba that, because they figured Sakuraba could beat me because 2 weeks notice fight, my first time fighting 10 minutes, and they made me lose 27 pounds. and when there was no weight classes. So
So it was kind of like said without being said.
yeah. But I was like I said, I was green. I didn't know anything about Pride at the time. I didn't know anything about Sakuraba. No, I was fighting in King in a Cage, and I've heard of UFC, but I had never heard of Pride, so I didn't know anything about them. So I went out
How'd
there.
that fight go?
I lost a little bit past the 5 minute mark because I never fought past 5 minutes before. I lost, but I didn't let them put me to sleep. I tapped out because I'm not letting nobody choke me out unconscious.
Sleep, yeah.
Yeah, no. Even in practice, nothing like that. If I can't get out, I just tap out. I don't have an ego. Like he's better than me, but they never gave me a rematch.
Damn.
They were like, oh, if Sakuraba beats you, you don't get a rematch. You only get a rematch if you beat him. Because he was a star. He was like the Jon Jones or whoever's the biggest star. He was like the Conor McGregor here, I guess you can say that. He's super huge. He was super huge over there because back then, Pride was bigger than what the UFC is right now. It was that big in Japan.
Yeah. Even currently?
Yeah, way bigger because they posted the results in the newspapers. Like those Pride fighters, they couldn't go nowhere over there, and not only in Japan, but it was like worldwide, just not America though. Like it's certain countries where I can't even go because of Pride, even still today.
You're that famous out there.
I'm more.
You need to go do streams out there.
Yeah,
that would be lit.
Yeah, I will. But I'm doing that podcast and I work my schedule around the podcast.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, but if there's like a big break, I'm going to go back to Japan. I don't know if you ever watch ONE FC?
I haven't. Yeah. I don't watch it like consistently.
Yeah.
I've seen it though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out there with Rook, but the thing about Japanese people is that if I don't wear camouflage or my chain, they don't know who I am because all black folks look the same to them. Real talk. They have no. They can look me right in the face and.
But if you got the big chains, I know him.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So no direct fights in your future, but you will take a fight.
I will take a boxing match, not an MMA fight, because I'm basically retired. I finally admitted that I'm basically retired.
How do you think the fight? Because I think Jake Paul's trying to fight Anthony Joshua now. How do you think that's gonna go?
Man, Anthony Joshua. I don't know why he's Anthony Joshua. I think Anthony Joshua would knock him out. No disrespect to Jake Paul. I think Anthony Joshua would knock him out. I'm saying within 2-3 rounds.
Yeah.
You saw what Anthony Joshua did to Francis Ngannou?
Yeah.
Come on. Francis, I never seen Francis get knocked out.
Yeah, that was huge too.
Yeah,
they're both huge.
Yeah, he's huge. But you gotta hear the story. You gotta get Francis Ngannou in here and hear this story though.
I'd love to.
Bro, he was set up though, for real. I
believe on that fight?
Yeah, I believe him. Cause here's what they do, what sometimes what people don't understand. Like in boxing, too, I don't know a whole lot about boxing, but when you fight for promotion, they promote that fighter. So he's fighting in Saudi Arabia. So they was probably fighting at 3 a.m. and they had him in the locker room since 12 o'clock. You don't do that to a fighter. It's so uncomfortable back there. What you gonna do? You can't lay down.
12 to 3 a.m.
Yeah, and Anthony Joshua walked in enough time to get his hands wrapped and warm up and go out there and fight. So he had all the time to relax. And he was saying a whole lot of stuff that they do to the B side where he don't want you to win. I could tell based off of what he was saying and the relationship that we have with Francis and his personality. He was telling the truth. He was set up to lose.
He still got a huge. That was probably one of the biggest bags he's ever got.
Oh yeah, he probably got paid more than what he got paid for Tyson Fury. Yeah, he smashed it.
Would you ever box Jake Paul?
Yeah, I would box Jake Paul, but he probably won't try to fight me till I'm 60.
No, you think so?
He wouldn't. I don't think he would box me right now.
That'd be a huge fight.
Yeah,
I would love to watch that fight.
Yeah, that would be a huge fight. That'd be a huge fight.
You'd definitely get paid on that one.
Yeah. They would have to pay me because that'd be a huge fight.
I would love to watch that fight.
Yeah, I'll train my ass off. I'll get disciplined myself for that one.
Just to avenge your friends.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you something. Jake Paul is actually a really good guy. Did you hear what he did for Ben Askren?
Yeah, after the what was it? Was it a lung thing?
Yeah, yeah.
He paid for it, no?
Yeah, yeah. After
Like I
that,
think it was like 500,000 or something.
something like that.
Yeah.
Like people wasn't really helping the guy out and stuff like that. After I heard Jake Paul did that, I got and I met him, hung out with him on the podcast. I got much more respect for him personally as a person. But yeah, I still would like that's the money fight. Jake Paul is the money fight
That
for
is.
anybody. But yeah,
Isn't it crazy how that became? He
crazy.
really no matter what anyone says about him being like this YouTuber or whatever, he really carved that lane.
Yeah, man.
Like for real.
Yeah, man. You got to respect that too. Yeah.
He just made it something that I think when it first started, everyone was like, nah, bullshit, not gonna happen. Now he's like legit a giant money fight, which is
and with all that said, I still knock his ass out.
dude. No, I get it.
It's not personal now.
No, of course not.
It's business.
I would. Oh, so many people would love to watch that fight.
Yeah, do it for the MMA fans.
Damn, if you lost, I'd feel so bad.
Yeah, it's part of it.
Yeah.
It's part of it. One thing about me is that I don't know if people can understand this, but I'm not afraid to risk a loss.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid. Like I've lost before. I lost my first professional fight. So, you win some, you lose some, but as long as you go out there and fight with all your heart.
Yeah.
That's all that matters to me. But I really like entertaining the fans. And all my MMA fights, I always put entertainment first and then win second. But if I fought like Jake Paul, I don't care if it's a boring fight. I got to get that win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, normally you want to entertain the fans, but that fight right there, that'll be my if it's like say if it's my first boxing match too. I would rather have a boxing match first though.
A different one.
Yeah, I would rather like know what it's like to be in there in a real boxing match.
Yeah.
Do at least 6 rounds,
It's crazy how different it actually is, even though it's still just striking. It's such a different sport.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you how this is how Jake Paul is beating the MMA fighters. If you know fighting, you watch him, he still like he slips punches, he duck punches, and it's just naturally because he's been training just strictly boxing. MMA guys, we really don't do that.
Kind of just more go in and dive in.
We go in and we fight. Well, we have defense and stuff like that, but Jake Paul first time losing, he fought Tommy Fury, right?
Yeah.
And Tommy Fury wasn't on my radar. I thought I saw a couple of Tommy Fury's fight, and he sucked, right? But Tommy Fury got a little bit more experience with. If you go back and watch the fight, he's moving, he's ducking, and he's avoiding, and that comes with boxing experience, and that's something that most MMA guys we don't have.
They're kind of just standing and banging.
Yeah, we just standing and banging, and if you go against somebody that has a little bit more experience, that's what's beating you. Not that the guy's better than well, I guess he is better. You got more experience, but not that the guy's tougher than you or a bigger puncher. You know what I'm saying? If he can get out of the way of your punches and make you miss, because every time you miss a punch and stuff like that, you get tired. It drains you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I seen. What Jake Paul is where he's winning, and me, I still don't have. I naturally slip punches. I've always been that way, and even in MMA, because I grew up watching Mike Tyson, I see him slip punches. So when I've always trained that way, I always try to slip punches, and I'm not that good at it, but sometimes it gets me in trouble. But I just like doing it. But I don't do the like the how the boxers do the I don't do that naturally.
I see.
Yeah, and that would get me in trouble. But hopefully I still got a good chin. I think that I can probably take his power, and because I've been known to take a few punches to give punch because I don't mind getting punched.
What about me and you?
Man.
Yeah,
I give you like what 5 minute round, 3 minute round.
3 minute round.
You a big guy. You probably last like 2 rounds.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know about your chin.
What if my cardio was really good?
Oh, if your cardio good, you keep getting back up.
I keep getting back up.
You keep getting back up because your cardio keeps you from getting knocked out. And I don't know how you can take body shots. I don't know about you. I test your body too. Have you ever been dropped from a body shot?
No. Well, I've taken body shots. I've never been dropped.
Yeah, I never been dropped from a body shot either yet.
I could probably drop you with a body shot.
Let's go. I give you one.
Right here?
Yeah, come on.
No.
I want to see you drop me. I haven't trained in a long time.
No.
You got boxing. Put the MMA gloves on I gave you.
Just smack you?
Yeah, come on. I haven't been punched in a long time. try to drop me. Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead. I gave it to you. Don't break my rib. We're supposed to ride bikes. Don't break my rib. That's good. Yeah. That was actually pretty good. I feel bad. I don't want to eat you. Good.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
You can take body shots.
KSI and Logan, when they first started the whole boxing thing.
They look little though.
Back then?
Are they big now?
Well, I think Logan's bigger now, for sure. I don't know anything about K. I haven't seen much of him lately.
I never seen him I never seen either one of them in person, but they look like small guys, like right at 200.
No, Logan's big.
Is he?
Big, bro.
Is he?
Yeah.
He looks small on TV.
Really?
To me, yeah.
That must be big, dude.
Is he tall?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's killing it in pro wrestling, though.
Yeah, he's going crazy.
That's good, man.
It's crazy how both those brothers like really took the whole YouTube thing and just became like 100% mainstream.
What you think it is? What you think it is that why they can do that?
I think they're very smart. Like like people talk about those guys forever, but I think they're both very highly intelligent, and I think they understand entertainment and they understand the business. So it's just like they just like beeline straight to the end point. I mean, out of all the, because I got to think, I was doing YouTube, they were doing YouTube. They were mostly like daily vloggers, but they took it to such an extent so quickly that, I mean, no one else has done that at all to that degree.
Do you think it's too late for me? Because, I'm probably like one of the oldest IRL streamers.
No, I was going to say this about you. Like, I said it earlier, you're like hands down my favorite athlete that is like now a content creator. I think there's just some people just have that spark that is just makes them entertaining no matter what they're doing. And I think you have that.
Yeah, but sometimes I go back and I watch some of the stuff I say. It's kind of like I'm telling a lot of dirty jokes and I'm doing a lot of stuff. And I'm like I notice like some people don't really get my sense of humor. And I'm thinking like, is that good for long term, or I think I should broaden my type of my sense of humor and my type of content.
But what do you mean? Like, there's some people aren't supposed to like your sense of humor, though.
Oh, okay.
It's not always for everyone. Not everyone's sense of humor is for everyone.
Yeah.
But you've done really well. Like, you average like a decent amount of viewers every time you live stream.
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah.
And you're just entertaining. Also, do you drink a lot?
No, I really I don't. But sometimes when I stream, I do.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I think I should stop getting drunk on stream, because I'll go back and watch it. I'm like, God, what the was I even saying? You can hear me. I know myself. I hear how drunk I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a social drinker, but sometimes when I stream, it's like I'm not like setting up a lot of streams. Like, yesterday I did a collab with Neon, and then I did like a dating show, and then I collab with Aiden and Ross a couple of times, and I'm just following their lead, right? But normally when I stream on a day-to-day basis, it's like y'all just hanging out with me, and then since I'm like not training for a fight or nothing like that, sometimes my friend invites me out, and then next thing you know, I end up drinking in my pool, having a Taco Tuesday party, trying to get girls to twerk, or I'm in a nightclub or something, and they just hanging out with me, and I'm trying to riz up girl. I'm trying to do whatever.
Yeah.
And I think like, man, I shouldn't be getting drunk on stream, but I don't think a lot of streamers do that. I don't think they get drunk on stream.
I think you'd be surprised.
Not for real?
I think a lot of them drink before they make. I think a lot of content creators drink before they make content.
Oh, okay.
Like I've been around for long enough. I see a lot of people. Like people just take like shots just to feel like more comfortable. I guess being themselves.
Oh yeah, but I be getting fucked up.
Yeah, I know, because I seen your clips. There was like a funny clip of you in a bar with someone, like, and you're just like, I also can't tell if you're joking or not.
A lot of times I'm joking.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of times I'm joking. Even if there's no cameras on, I'm joking. And the thing is about me is that I can say a crazy ass joke or something crazy with a straight face. It's just how I am. I just say it with a straight face, and I'm just 100% joking. It's just a pure fabrication of me just making up. Like I made up. My son is really mad at me, bro. They think that shit is like jokes. My son is really annoyed by me because one time I was on a podcast, And I just made up a lie right there on the spot that I walked in the room catching them having a fat girl orgy. And I was like, one of those fat girls was like jumping on his face. Have you ever seen those clips of fat girls?
Yeah. The weird, like people are into that shit.
Yeah, and my son got mad at me because he said it went viral and people started like asking me if it was real, and he said fat girls started sliding his DM, sending him nudes because he like fat girls, and so when I started streaming, he was like, man, he said, man, I'm gonna you up. So now he make up jokes and call me Rampage. He called me. He got my chat calling me Rampage.
Rampage Jackson.
Yeah, because he said he called me with a trend. I'm like, but he said that because I told everybody he's a vegan. I'm like, son, that's not.
You do like the Asian countries a lot.
Yeah, but I like the women though. But I like those.
It's a little sketchy.
I like the.
He might be right there.
Hey, Asian women are sexy as fuck. I'm with the Latinas now though.
You spent a lot of time in Thailand.
Yeah, I did 2 movies there. Oh yeah.
So maybe he's on to some shit.
Nah. He's not.
That never happened.
No, never, brother, never.
You never were like, no, I can't do this.
No. I can tell right away. You can when you like women, you can tell.
Yeah.
So this was my thing was, me going there, I thought that guys was really getting tricked. They're not. If a guy tell you he got tricked, most of the time he didn't, because this is what I learned. If you go to those fine bars, the trainers can't work in there because it's going to make the bar look bad, right? They can't go in there, and maybe they have bars just for that.
Yeah.
Maybe. But one time, this is when I learned the lesson. One time I was in the elevator leaving the hotel room, and I did see this girl from the back, and you couldn't tell. This is one time that just by, you don't want to stare by the corner of your eye. I didn't have the initial like, oh, that's a man. You couldn't tell. And she was with an Indian guy, and then we all got in the elevator together. And then she started talking, and he looked at me. He told her, shh, shh, shh.
Yeah.
As soon as she started talking, you could tell. So I was like, oh, these motherfuckers come here just for that.
Yeah.
So guys go there just for that. But no, I never been tricked. I could tell right away. But I have been tricked on pictures. Like my homegirls tell me, like, all right, which one of these is a man? I'm like, oh, maybe this one's like, no, it's this one. But in real life, no. You can just, something about them.
The energy.
The energy is just something about them. They try too hard or something like that. But no. But my son also saying stuff like, one time I took him to the grocery store. This when he first started this one, and he I wanted him to cook me some steak because my chef was he was out of town for a funeral. So I don't know how to cook, but my son, I always made sure he knew how to cook, because when I found out he wanted to be a fighter, I said, look, cook for yourself and blah 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 blah. So I had him cook it for me, and we was buying meat, and the guy was like, the butcher was like, something for him. I said, no, he don't eat meat. He's a vegan, and he got mad at me. So he told the butcher that I get my ate. As an equivalent. He don't understand. I'm like, son, that's not the same thing. So now he's, cause I did that one podcast, make it up a joke. It's just a joke. He knows me. He knows I'm joking, but he's embarrassed that I do these jokes. So now he's spreading rumors about me. So now they be.
That's never happened then, right?
No, come on, man.
Oh.
I'm not into that shit. But my son, he's just now that I'm streaming, he's trying to embarrass the fuck out of me. And
you stream with him?
Yeah, I stream with him sometimes.
Yeah, you should have brought him today.
No, he an introvert. But he's trying to fight on that brand risk with Aiden, yeah.
Who's he gonna fight?
I don't know.
Wait, how many fights has he done? He's done some fights.
Well, he got 4 amateurs and 1 pro.
Yeah.
So he want to do the boxing. He just want to get back in there.
Does he have interest in social media? Like he wants to do it?
He's thinking about streaming. I got him a setup and everything. He got a cameraman, so he wants to start streaming because like I said, brand risk. That's the only thing that got him excited was doing a boxing match. So he said he'll start streaming. He'll stream his workouts, and he'll start streaming content because he want to start doing something. And plus, I told him, man, I'm done like taking care of you. He's 25.
Yeah.
Go out there in the world and become something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a good turning point of the conversation. So you've been taking care of him his whole life then up until this point?
Since he was, I got him when he was 6.
Okay. Well, how do you know when to be like, yo, you gotta figure this out?
Bro, I've been telling him this shit for a long time. When I'm paying all your bills and you 25.
Yeah.
Like, you paying? Look, I'm paying all his bills.
Yeah, you really don't have to do that.
I don't have to do that. But this is the thing about my son. I've been trying to like motivate him by spoon feeding him. Like I got him like a pretty decent car for his first car, like a Mercedes SUV.
Really nice.
Yeah. And it wasn't nothing nice. It was, used Mercedes SUV. And he just he didn't appreciate it. And then I'm like, look here, son, go out and fight. And I got him a good contract with UFL, and I had him sponsored by F3 Energy, and he just didn't care. So I try to spoon feed him, like give him a little money here and there. And he's content with it. I'm like, man, how you got girls and you want to take girls out on a date and stuff like that, and you content with the little money that I give you? I'm trying to spoof him, so he'd be like, no, this, I'm broke. I need to go out here and work and do because my dad ain't really just. I'm not finna spoil him.
Yeah,
he's content. He's content with being broke. I don't understand it.
Yeah, who do you think gave him that? Well, it wasn't you.
No, I didn't raise him to be that way. He don't. But like me, I don't care about money. He don't care about money. He don't care to have like a fancy car. Right now, I took the Mercedes back and I gave him a beater. I'm talking about a piece of shit, just to see if he's going to. I'm happy with this car.
I mean, there is some like good to that, like being able to be grateful for whatever it is that you have.
Yeah.
But at the same time, yeah, you'd want him, especially like your son, to want more from his life.
Yeah, I don't understand. I couldn't do it. I've been like, I moved out here. I left everything back home in Memphis. I left everything, my job, my car, my family, and I moved out to California. And I was broke as I had to get a job bouncing and moving and stuff. And I got to make it.
Yeah.
I had that hunger. He don't have it. He don't have that hunger because he got his dad. My dad wasn't able to help me like I'm able to help him.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what it is, because somebody told me that, look at like people like Michael Jordan's son, or saying Magic Johnson's son, or somebody like, you should see more children of big star in NBA. You should see them more in NBA, but you don't see it.
They don't have the same drive.
They don't have the same drive.
I mean, they grew up differently.
Yeah, they grew up different. So it could be it could be that. And my son, he feel like he's living in my shadows. They have that complex. Like Sugar Shane Mosley.
Yeah.
And his son.
Yeah.
His son, broke it down. His son, he said he had to overcome that because living in his father's shadow, and same with Anderson Silva's son. It's a real thing.
I get it, because almost even if they did everything they could, it's like it'd be hard to recreate the same sort of, whether it be like star power or success, regardless.
Yeah, they go
like
always,
for anyone.
Yeah, they can always compare you to your father, is what these guys are saying. And my son has that same complex. So he wouldn't take any of my advice or anything. And I told him, like, son, if you want to be a successful fighter, I want you to be the best. And I'm like, you can't be a vegan and out here fighting, because when you lose weight, it's going to fuck you. And he's not listening to me. I got him a good manager. I got him everything.
Wait, he's really a vegan?
He says he's not. He gonna get mad at me if he sees it, because that's why he says shit like about me, because he don't want me to talk about his diet. But he said he's not really a vegan because he's not doing it because his love of animals, and he eats honey. He said vegans won't eat honey.
But why does he eat? Yeah, I get it, because no animal product. But why does he eat mostly vegan then?
He said because it makes him feel better. The way he said, because the way it makes him feel. And I don't understand where he got that notion, or what even made him try it. I don't know. And that's his diet. And I'm telling him, like, I don't got nothing against vegans,
right?
But I just don't see you being a champion fighter, successful fighter, when you have to cut weight, because he should fight at 155 because he's too small for 170. He's strong enough to fight at 170. The kid is strong. And I don't know how he's so strong being a vegan. Probably because he came from my balls. Because I'm naturally strong, but you take me to the gym, lift weights, I can't lift weights.
Yeah, you can. You bench 225 easy.
Yeah, but I've been doing that since high school.
Yeah, but that's just natural strength.
Yeah,
and so obviously he has that.
Yeah,
but you're right. The vegan thing is just sort of like I don't think there's anyone who's done it successfully for more than like 10 years without having like real health problems, like actual health problems from just eating like that.
Yeah, and it sucks when you cut weight. When you cut weight, you can't get that. You can't get all. You know what happens when you cut weight?
Yeah.
You lose a lot of nutrients and
you can't get it back in time enough with that sort of vegan diet. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the vegan thing's interesting because I think it's a really good diet, like, but intermittently. Like if you did it for a few months, you just ate vegan. But if you just kicked meat entirely forever, it just seems like it's going to be a problem.
Yeah. When does he start losing hair? Because I can't wait for that to happen so I can rub it in his face.
That depends. Everyone's different.
Oh,
when did you
damn.
start losing your hair?
God damn it.
We can talk about it because I can start. I can tell you mine. I'll tell you mine right after.
All right. I think I started losing my hair after I did testosterone after fighting Jon Jones. That's what I think. Because none of my brothers are bald and my dad is not bald, and my mom, all her brothers are bald. So I figured it comes from your mom's side. That's what I heard. But,
yeah, I think for the most part.
But none of my brothers are bald.
Wait, this was funny because there's a clip of you and me and you talking about you taking steroids, and you said
No, I didn't take steroids. No, I'm natty, bro.
You took testosterone.
That's not steroids.
This is not gonna age well.
No, I don't care what it's not, because it's different molecule. Your body produce. So our body produce steroids. Our body produce steroids.
Yes.
No, testosterone.
Yes.
That's what I'm taking. The same thing my body produces.
But our body produces it naturally. We take it. If you took it exogenously, then you took a steroid, because testosterone is a steroid hormone.
No, I refuse.
No, I swear you can't refuse science.
No, I've talked to a bodybuilder before. It's a difference between steroids and testosterone.
No, testosterone is a steroid hormone.
Oh, it's a steroid hormone. Okay, well, why was the UFC allowing it with a doctor's prescription?
Because they're probably allowing it to a certain dose.
Right? To a certain dose.
So if you're not taking, like, for example, a lot of people will take TRT or HRT, which is basically like replacement therapy. So you're getting your levels normal.
Right.
So I'm assuming they're allowing you to be at a normal level.
Right.
So you're not at like a super physiological level, which is like, that's why they say roids or steroids, somebody who's taking a bunch like a bodybuilder. And you probably were not doing that.
No, I never done that.
Yeah.
No, but
But you did take steroids.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
No, I didn't. Would a doctor prescribe you steroids?
A doctor can, yeah. If you go to a TRT,
Anabolic steroids?
yes. Steroids are all every like steroid hormone is both androgenic and anabolic. So testosterone is androgenic and anabolic. There's other compounds. You didn't take any other compounds.
No.
But you took testosterone, which is a steroid hormone. So you took it, but you didn't take it to a crazy degree, is what it sounds like.
No. We was allowed to bring our levels up to like 800.
Which is normal.
Yeah.
That's like a normal level.
Yeah.
But that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you started taking that after
Jon Jones. Yeah. And then I think that's when I started losing my hair.
Well, because did you get your blood work after and you're like, yo, my
shit was low.
That's bad.
You know what the crazy thing is?
So you think if you had higher testosterone, you would have beat Jon Jones?
No, I don't know. I don't know. That was a crazy fight because I never lost a fight.
But were you in the fight being like, I'm weak?
No.
You were just like, these eyes, these fingers in my eyes.
Yeah, no, I had no idea I had low testosterone. I had no idea. Nothing. My sex drive, everything great. No problem. I trained super hard. I never lost a fight being net prepared for a fight and with no injuries. I had almost zero injuries. Even though my knee's always been fucked up, but it wasn't injured.
Yeah.
The one I had surgery on, I've never lost a fight being that prepared for a fight. Never. So that wasn't on my radar. I was actually overconfident for the fight. I was like, there's no way this kid, because nobody knew who Jon Jones was at that time. I just knew he was an undefeated kid. And I looked at him like, oh, he's skinny, bony. He's just tall.
That motherfucker's a
beast,
assassin, bro.
Yeah, beast. One of the best fighters on the planet.
Yeah. What do you think about this? So this is on the Jon Jones thing. He was supposed to fight Tom Aspinall, and then he's basically sort of put it off because it's this whole conversation around like legacy and how does that add to his legacy. And then he's supposed to. He was like, you saw this whole UFC White House card, right?
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, I'll do the fight if I could do it there.
Yeah. I think they should let him do it there if they want him to fight. But that's coming next year. And to be honest, if you really think about it, it's only better for Tom Aspinall because the longer Jon Jones is outside of the cage, the more rusty he get. But I said this before. I think Jon Jones is like the Neo of MMA.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter. He's gonna win.
Yeah, that's why I feel. I feel like the kid's mind is so strong that even because if you saw the way he looked against Stipe, and but Stipe hadn't fought for a long time.
Yeah.
Too. But I thought Stipe was going to do a little bit better. No disrespect to Stipe, 'cause I love Stipe. I thought Stipe had a good chance of knocking him out, but Jon Jones just proved again, like, man, his mind is so mentally strong. And saying that, I'm talking about Jon Jones did finished him with a spinning back. I thought he'd probably go win by fucking decision, but
yeah, that was nuts.
That was nuts.
That was an insane. I won a lot of money on that fight.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I bet a ton of money on that fight.
Was Jon Jones underdog?
No, so I had to bet a lot to win a lot.
Okay, yeah.
I bet a ton of money on that fight.
Yeah.
And I just, anytime I see, I'm not gonna lie, anytime I see Jon Jones fight, I'm betting a ton of money on him.
Yeah. But a lot of people seem like they think that Asinal can beat him.
A ton, yeah. Well, I think it comes with the narrative that like because he hasn't been fighting him, that they think he's dodging him. So in the fact that they think that he's dodging him, that they put Tom on a higher playing field of like, oh, he's gonna beat him because he's been dodging him, or they think he's dodging him.
Now I thought Jon Jones was just holding out for more money. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. But then he said he retired.
But I heard he got offered $30 million for that fight.
He'd take that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I heard he got offered that much money for that fight and still didn't want to do it. But so maybe it is. That's what I'm saying. Like, is it sounds like if the UFC thing is being announced, it's the White House fight, and then all of a sudden I feel like the next day he was like, I'm training, I'm ready to do it. Maybe he is truly sincere about it being a legacy thing.
Yeah.
Because that's like, to be able to do that fight in front of the White House is like once in a lifetime, forever.
Yeah. You think we'll get Conor back for the White House fight?
Man, I wish, man. I think if those two were on that card, that'd be the biggest. I mean, that'd be the biggest. The most people ever would watch that fight. But then again, who would Conor fight? Chandler?
Yeah, that's the one they were trying to put together, huh?
Yeah.
That's a good fight for him now.
Yeah.
If you think about it. Be honest though, how many times did you look at Conor's dick with their weight on it? Be honest, come on. You
I saw it once. I'm not gonna lie because I was like, someone mentioned it. I was like, no, this isn't real. So then I went on Twitter and I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
You thought it was photoshopped?
No, I didn't look that hard. Don't get me wrong here. I just looked enough to see like, what is everyone even talking about? Because I have to know, conversation's sake, do podcasts. I had to know.
Yeah, you did.
No, be honest, you seen it too.
No, I didn't
I'll show it to you right. We'll pull it up.
No. Aiden showed it to me while I was streaming. I was with my son the same day I told him at the grocery store. He showed it to me. I thought I was going to get by not seeing it. I heard about it. But I was like, damn. I'm like, damn. That's why Conor act like that. He got big dick energy. This motherfucker lifting weights with his dick. Who does that? What the?
Yeah.
I didn't see the whole thing because I was live on stream. I guess Ada was worried about getting me banned.
Yeah.
So he cut it off. But how was it? Was he curling them up with his dick?
I don't even remember seeing something on it. I just remember he just took a picture in the mirror.
Hey, I think Conor ain't stupid. I think he leaked it on. He wanted everybody to know he had a big dick. He going on
for sure.
You don't send it. But my son told me, if you don't want to leak that, you don't send it to that girl that he sent it to.
Yeah, I mean that's like even with the whole Drake thing. Like you leaked it on. They leaked it on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You saw Drake's dick too.
Well, bro, I'm a podcaster. What do you mean?
You gotta know. Whenever
I gotta know what's going on in the world.
So whenever somebody leak a dick pic, you gotta go and check it out for your podcast.
No, I'm just saying because like a conversation piece, Otherwise, we wouldn't have this great conversation.
No, I guess I got look. I didn't see Drake's.
Oh, okay. You pull it up?
Nah.
Okay.
No, I got my own, bro. I got my own.
Yeah.
I got my own.
I do think they every leak. Like, I mean, you can go back to the Kardashians. All planned. I
bet.
That's just all planned, bro.
Yeah. I heard about the Kardashian one.
It's almost like to get people to talk about them again or something.
Yeah. But that's like, I had to turn down a movie one time with John Singleton because he wanted me to have a full frontal, right? And like, I don't want my mom to be embarrassed that all her friends. You got to think about that. Like, you got to have some respect and some morals for your parents. If they still alive. Like my dad don't give. You know what I'm saying? When my mom go to heaven, I'd show everybody everything. But
yeah,
you just got to think about that.
I get it.
Because one time I was weighing in, and I think I had on my camouflage underwear that one fight, and I was weighing in for the UFC, and my mom got mad at me. She called me. She said, "Boy, what you doing stuffing socks down your pants?" I'm like, "What you talking about? She said, all my friends calling me talking about your son packing. I was like, nah, I was just cutting weight. My balls probably big. I don't know what you're talking about, mama. And she was upset. So can imagine what my mom would say if I just do a full frontal, even a movie showing everything.
Well,
like,
you didn't worry about the midnight meat train then too much, huh? Did she
I
know about that scene?
I didn't get naked.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't get naked. It was just a up name for a title. And my mom don't think like that. She didn't know until somebody said something. She didn't know nothing about that.
So it's more like because the people are going to be like, "Did you see this?"
Yeah, they're gonna show my mom right away. Like that's why I couldn't, because I'm gonna be 100. Like when I was out there in Japan, and I was thinking about how could I move out here. I only had my oldest son at that time. I didn't have Roger yet. I was thinking about how can I move out here? What can I do on off season? I was thinking about becoming a porn star out there in Japan. And all those Japanese, come on, that would be the life. I'd be the biggest dick in Japan. Come on, man. Who wouldn't want to be the biggest dick in Japan?
It's kind of a flex.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
Do you think you have any random Japanese kids that you don't know about?
No, I don't think so. But this one girl that I know I smashed in Japan, she lives in Guam now. She's like one of those hula dancers, and she got a son, and he mixed. He looked kind of like me, and I know I used to smash that. And I asked her, that's not my son. And she said, no, that's not your son. But he kind of looked like me and my kids though.
Yo, imagine.
But I might do. Hey, I know I might do have like a couple of random kids in Japan. They just, I don't know these. But you know what? In Japan, they don't really have illegitimate kids. You know that, right?
What do you mean they don't have illegitimate kids? Like,
what do you think they do? They can't bring home no illegitimate kids.
Yeah, they get rid of them.
They get rid of it.
Why?
It's the culture.
Yeah.
You know, the whole thing. They bring shame to their family.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very rare you see like.
So you probably had some aborted kids in Japan.
They probably, and they didn't tell me.
Yeah.
But I was using protection though.
That's such bullshit.
Well, I use protection, bro.
That's bullshit.
Bro,
that's bullshit.
Bro, whenever you fight, you got to take a blood test.
Okay, so
that means you can't fight with STDs and.
I get it.
Yeah, and I've always been scared of like all the disease and stuff. So yeah, I would wrap it up.
So you really you use condoms?
Yeah,
it's good, bro.
Most of the times.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm not. Yeah. Anyways, no, I believe you.
I use condoms.
Yeah, I believe you. Dude, we need to go to Japan and do a stream.
Bro, I'm going there in November for the Rugrig fight. What's the date? You remember? On top of your head? I can't remember on top of your head. I'm going. Yeah.
Japan is
13th. Yeah, the 13th through the 22nd or something.
Bro,
like that.
it's the most fun to stream. It's the best place.
Bro, yeah, man.
Food, everything.
Would you stream a mukbang, like a bunch of Japanese stuff?
Yeah. You know, like the milk, the milk bars, like the titty milk thing.
No, I haven't been. I haven't been to one of those.
Bro, you need to do that on stream. You'd be so.
You can't
funny.
show titties on stream.
No, you just gotta like point the camera away.
Oh, I can't drink no titty milk though. I've done it before. When, I smashed a pregnant girl. And no, yeah.
You've wait. What?
I used to be married.
Yeah, but wait.
It don't taste good.
Wait,
you never taste titty juice before? Titty milk?
No, I haven't. Because I've never had like a pregnant girl.
You never smashed a pregnant girl? Bro, I'm gonna tell you something. Pregnant pussy is really good.
No.
Yeah, it feels different temperature or something. Nice and warm and gushy. Oh yeah, I smashed a few pregnant. Some of the ones I got pregnant. You put them on their side.
On their side. How pregnant are you talking?
My ex-wife, I smashed her when she was 9 months.
Okay.
And
that's pregnant.
Pregnant. She went and had the baby the next day. Came out better too. I'm telling you, anybody watching, your wife pregnant, she's 9 months. When they get closer to due date, let her get on top and let her control it. It's gonna make the pregnancy, the birth easier on her. Trust me. You don't believe me, do you?
I believe you. It's just
Look it
hilarious.
Up. It's true. I smashed pregnant pussy. Oh yeah. Doggy style from the side. Just not missionary. I can't do that. A big egg right there. I just can't do it.
Yo,
I just can't do it. Bro, try some.
I've never done it.
So yeah, but you don't want to get somebody pregnant to try it. So yeah, so I understand you. You ain't never. You 36 and you ain't got no kids.
No, I need kids though.
Well, bro, listen. The worst can happen. Your rich ass get put on child support, nigga.
I don't want that. It's
I
so
know,
annoying.
but you bring a child into the world.
I know.
Money ain't everything. You bring a child into the world. What you do is you just make it right. Well, I can say it like this. You know this. Child support can't get you if you pay yourself whatever you want to pay yourself. Pay yourself, nigga. You your own boss. Pay yourself $500 a week. What the you gonna get? Pay yourself $500 a month.
You definitely got some Jewish lawyers, man.
Oh yeah,
It's so funny.
yeah. You just pay yourself, and they give. Your corporation make this, but then you personally, you make this. You got all the overhead for everything, but you pay yourself whatever you.
So it's only based on what you keep, then.
It's all based off what your income.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're ahead of the game.
Oh yeah, fucking bro. Come on, man.
You ready to dirt bike?
Let's do this.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a stream. I'm on Twitch. You're on Kick.
Yeah.
Hopefully we do more streams too after this, because hopefully you don't get hurt.
Yeah, man. I ain't doing nothing crazy, man. I can't.
Yeah, don't do it.
It's been years since I've ridden a dirt bike.
But you know how to ride.
I know how to ride a dirt bike, but like I said, it's been years.
Okay. I'm excited. This is good. I appreciate you coming on the pod.
Oh,
man.
no problem, man.
You're
It's
a
always
legend,
cool.
for real.
It's always cool. Let me come to the gym one time. Let me bring my coach, the one you think's on steroids. Though.
Yeah, and we'll grill him.
Yeah,
We'll check him for needle marks.
He said that he'll do it whenever it's random. He'll do a blood test on the spot.
Oh, that's for real.
Yeah, because he actually likes that people think he's on steroids. He said that's the biggest compliment to him. I know what he's doing too, though. Because we work out. He tell me what he's doing. He does like a lot of vitamins and creatine and a lot of protein. He's like one of the most strictest people, but he wants to come and work out with you.
Yeah, I'm down. We'll do that stream for sure.
Okay. That's
But yeah, we're gonna go dirt bike. I think I brought a guest. I didn't tell you, but I brought a guest.
Who you bring?
Just a guest.
All
I tried to get one specific guest, and they were busy, and I think you would have loved her, but she's not. We got another guest.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it.
Yeah. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you so much.
Anytime.
Yeah.